Hi, it's Travis here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we helped T'Challa get his hookah back, and we also helped him get revenge on the Bladespire and Bloodmaw ogres. Today, we are going to continue questing in Blade's Edge Mountain. I kept calling the Thunderlord clan Thunderhold yesterday, so my bad on that. So, oh yeah, we also got the artifact weapon for the Thunderlords. So that was good as well. So let's sell some junk here. Did a lot of quests yesterday. What else do we have? Any other junk? I think that is about it for now. I think these boots we can get rid of. There we go.
Strength.
Alright, so let's go pick up another quest. See what we got here. I think the spirits of the Thunderlord clan have came back ever since we got their lost artifacts for Rock Blood Grip. So let's have a chat here with Garm Wolfbrother. Whatever advice I can give to aid in your fight against the ogres, you shall have it. The spirits have voices. Flight Carrier, now that you can see me, there is something you must tell Rexxar. I know that he seeks his people, and I know where they are. The Mok'Nathal, as they are known, have a village to the east beyond Razor Ridge. Go give Rexxar this news. His people are in danger, and I know that he will want to come to their aid. Alright, so let's go have a chat with Rexxar. I don't know if you guys know this, but Rexxar is half ogre, half orc. As you can tell by his size. Alright, the search for my people, our struggle against the Alliance, the war with the ogres and their Grand Masters. All of these things weigh heavy upon my shoulders, Druid. Even I can use some help from time to time. The spirits have voices. What is this you speak of? Garm Wolfbrother, he was the last chieftain of the Thunderlord clan. If you have communed with his spirit, then it must be true. I have chased rumors of the Mok'Nathal across Outland with nothing to show for it. Finally, we may have found their home. But now that the moment is here, I am filled with unease that has kept me awake deep into the nights during my search. Will they accept me? I know their leader name, Leroy Rocks. Seek him out. You must be my eyes in this. Alright, so let's go find Leo Rocks. That's his name. Good thing we got flight form because we can fly around here. Yeah, Rexxar's a big orc. Probably the biggest orc there is. So let's go... Where is that? Whispers on the Wind. He's in the Blade's Edge Mountain at Mok'Nathal Village. Alright, well I remember where this is because I went here on my rogue while we were questing. So we'll just fly on over. And I also got to play a lot of classic Season of Mastery yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Seeing all the people in the starting zone. Fighting over mobs. Brought back a lot of memories. I was lining up to do quests again, which was fun to see. It's cool how the community does that. And I was also watching a lot of the hardcore challenge. And it seems that a lot of people die around the levels of 10 to 20. And I also started my hardcore Let's Play. It's should be out by now, by the time this video releases. So I should be worried about those levels. 10 to 20 seems to be rough. And a lot of Alliance seem to be dying in Darkshore, by the looks of it. I really like the hardcore challenge. It's a cool thing that they added. Or that... It's cool. It's good that Blizzard brought that community into the game. It really adds more to World of Warcraft. Alright, so I think the village is right down here. Or maybe we're... Okay. And Trogma's Charm. I don't think this is, got some ogres here being messed with. Okay. So it might not be here. Maybe it's a little north. Here's a horde village right up here. Yeah, I'm leveling a Night Elf Rogue. And there were so many Night Elves in the zone in Shadow Glen. There was like hundreds of them. It was pretty wild. Never seen so many Night Elves in my life. Alright, so let's go over here. It looks like this guy might also be... Nah, he's just a regular orc. Actually, no, there's no way he's a regular orc. These orcs are huge. He's got to be ogre orcs. Look at the size of that guy. He's not as big as Rexar, but he's pretty damn big. Our enemies surround us. I would have a better life for the Mach Nathal, but the forces we are at battle with have chosen otherwise for us. If you would prove yourself worthy of the Mach Nathal, aid us in their elimination. Whispers on the wind. What brings you to our village? So you come from the world beyond the portal, and you know of Rexar. Oh yes, I am quite familiar with him. You see, he is my son. But he made his choice a lifetime ago. He is not one of us, and he is not welcome here. We have enough troubles with the Blood Maul ogres. Know this, being born a half-breed does not make you Mach Nathal. Oh, so I guess this guy's pure orc. I thought this guy was also half-orc, half ogre, just because of his how big he is. It's got a picture of Rexar's dad. I never knew this was Rexar's dad.
What do you
Leo rocks. Alright, so it looks like we got to go back and tell Rexar that his dad still does not accept him as a Mach Nathal. And I guess we will have to help Rexar prove himself to the Mach Nathal. You know they're doing pretty bad when they're losing to the Blood Maul ogres. The Blood Maul ogres are, they're not much of an ogre clan. That's all I gotta say. They're just a bunch of drunks at the moment because of T'Challa. I think the Bladespire clan's much more organized and more of a force to be reckoned with than the Blood Maul, so I think Rexar should do just fine at proving himself to the Mach Nathal clan. Gotta love having flight form, though. We just fly back. We don't have to deal with anything. This journey would have been a pain in the butt. Not really, though. We would have just taken the road. The good thing about this is we can just skip everything. What's down here? Oh, a bunch of Burning Legion. Burning Legion are fighting against, I think that's just a regular hunter. Yeah. The Night Elf Hunter just slaying a bunch of the Burning Legion. It's nice to see people are still playing TBC, even though Classic SOM came out. There was no queue times, which was also great. It was a very smooth launch, one of the smoothest launches I have ever been a part of. Oh, got some Alliance shooting us. Looks like the gnomes have a little city here. At Razor Ridge. What the heck was that, dude? What are we getting attacked by? A helicopter? Hey, make sure we don't fly over that again. But yeah, that was pretty interesting. Checking out that server launch. I'm currently playing on Jom Gabar on my mage. I got to just to level 12. Had a fun time leveling him up. And I'm probably going to take a break and just slowly get him up and then just focus on PvP and try to get some PvP gear. I don't think we'll, maybe, I don't know if we'll hit Grand Marshal, but we will be having fun PvPing. He's a gnome mage. And then I got the Night Elf Rogue for the Hardcore Challenge. Alright, so we're back here. And the Rogue is on Obsidian Edge, PvE. Alright, reunion. So my father does live. I did not expect him to forgive. That was never his way, but I had hoped that the years had dulled the anger he must have felt at my departure. 30 years ago I left Nathal to follow the Horde to Azeroth. Leorox was staunchly against it, but then he never gave me any reason to stay. Still, I had hoped for a better welcome than this. He wanted Nathal for a son, and he was one now. Even if he will not know it, I must open his eyes. If the Nathal are tormented by the Blood Maul ogres, then I will stop them and their followers. Ogres are simple creatures, and there is little profit they could gain from harassing the Nathal. Must be something more to this. Flag Carrier, take Spirit, my hawk, and spy upon the conversations of the Blood Maul leaders. He may go undetected where we cannot. Find a Blood Maul Taskmaster and a Blood Maul Soothsayer engaged in conversation. Then use Rexar's whistle to summon a spirit to spy on them.
For the Horde!
Alright, so I know for a fact there's no Soothsayers or Taskmasters to the south. So I guess we'll fly up here to the Circle of Blood. See what's going on over here. Should probably heal up too. Took some serious damage flying over that gnome camp. It's kind of weird that the gnomes have a camp here. I don't know how they just were able to set up shop at Death's Door without any disturbances. And there's the Circle of Blood. It's probably a cool little zone. It's like an ogre coliseum. Cool to fly. This is actually an arena, I believe, right? This is actually like an arena map. That's what it is, yeah. Very cool arena map, I must say. It's one of my favorites. It's really good as a range class. It's great up here. But if you're getting pumped as a melee, you gotta run down here and use these pillars for our line of sight. That's cool. I never knew they had this in the game. That's awesome. It's pretty cool. It's a new thing I learned today. Alright, so we found some Blood Maul Maulers. Looks like the Blood Maul have another little base up here to the north. They're kind of sandwiching the Bladespire. So we need to find a Taskmaster and a Soothsayer. Well, there's one right there. There's another. Looks like they're having a little chat. So let's see if we got something to summon Rexar's whistle. Summon a spirit to spy on the Blood Maul ogres in conversation. Alright, so let's throw that in there. There we go, let's spy on him. We smashed Tauren. Oh gosh, another Blood Maul drunk. Did we finish this? Did we eavesdrop on them? Yeah, we did. Okay. Alright, so we didn't really get to hear what was said. I guess it's all the Hawk's knowledge. It's a druid. We could have eavesdropped. Could just flew in and listened. Look at all these drakes they got. These are black Dragonflight drakes as well. I didn't know they were here too. I thought they were only in Azeroth. I guess they may have went through the portal, right? And then came to these ogres and started like attacking them. Be interesting to know the story behind this. Like how the Black Dragonflight came to Blade's Edge Mountain and Outland. And somehow the ogres, I guess, fended them off, maybe. I don't know. Or maybe it was the Thunderlord clan. Maybe that's who they were attacking. Alright, so let's go have a chat with Rexar, right? Maybe he can tell us what was said.
Blood and thunder.
What have you learned, Flag Carrier? Spirit perches upon Rexar's shoulder, while Rexar listens intently. So it is the son of Gruul that are behind the ogre's actions. They command the Blood Maul ogres to destroy the Mach Nathal to gain their favor. Oh, okay, so it's Gruul that's telling him to do this. Alright, Baron Sableman, here is my plan. We will poison the ogres and then destroy their Grand Master. During my travels in these mountains, I met a man named Baron Sableman. He is a master of the alchemical arts and may be convinced to assist us. You will find him at the Circle of Blood, down in the canyon to the north of here. Whatever price he requires, I will leave it to your discretion to accept.
Go with honor.
Alright. Alright, so let's go back to the Circle of Blood, and we will see what this man has to say. I wonder where he is at the Circle of Blood. They didn't really see anyone there. It's a PvP arena. Must be around here somewhere. So they have a couple of guards. There's Short. What he's all about. Another Blade Spire agent. So it looks like the Blade Spire run the Circle of Blood. You could also do that. That would help against the Blood Maul. You can actually could spire with the Blade Spire to fight against the Blood Maul. And there he is, Baron Sableman. Pretty cool looking guy. I think he's probably a part of the Black Dragonflight, maybe. My loathing of interruptions is overshadowed only by my hatred of Gruul the Dragon Killer and his 7 sons. So I guess Gruul killed the dragons. Baron Sableman. Hello, Tauren. I am Baron Sableman. A friend of Rexar is a friend of mine. So your Rexar would have me fashion a poison for him. I'll give him what he desires, but there will be a price. Even for friends, there must be a price. Free things destroy friendships. First, you must venture a short distance to the southwest to the Churning Gulch. Therein mill some of the most poisonous creatures in all of Outland, or anywhere. I speak of the cursed bursters, and this poison will require gathering their glands for me. Alright, so let's gather some crust burster glands. We need to get 7 of them. I think they're just down here, if I'm not mistaken. Near Blade Spire Hold. That's a young crust burster. We need to find the old ones. Looks like someone else has been here as well. There's a Ravager. Could be a hunter that was here. See, there's a big one right here. Let's see if we can get him outside of the ground. There he is. That's a greater. So what we want to do is, we don't want to fight the young ones. We want the big ones to come up. We want to fight them. I wonder if the young ones drop it. I doubt it. Poison bolt. See what this poison does. Nature damage. Let him get it off. Okay, so they do drop the gland, so we don't have to worry about the graders. We'll just go after the younglings. But if we have to, we will fight a grader. So I think we can beat them too. If we can kick that. There we go. A pretty good drop rate. That was one thing I was noticing yesterday in Classic SOM. The drop rates. God, they were bad. They were brutal. Really bad. And, I don't know if it's just like that's the way Classic was and I've just been playing TBC for too long. But, yeah, it was pretty brutal. There we go, we finally didn't get one. Kind of jinxed myself there. Completely wrecked these guys. Let's heal up and we'll get our buffs back. Yeah, Classic is back, guys. I'm interested to see what happens, or how long it takes them to get Classic Rag. I mean, yeah, Classic, well, to get finished Molten Core, I should say, which is Classic Rag. I was watching this one group do, it's like a trio. They were leveling together. And a rogue was in a cave with them, with a bunch of Naga. And the rogue pulled a bunch, and then, like, I don't know if he vanished or died around them. Something like that. And after that, this huge Naga group came over to them and just wiped them out. They were level 16, they died. And that was the end of their character. The character was just deleted after that. It's pretty brutal. All three of them lost their characters. A lot of deaths, guys. Like, there's like a death every hour, or every 30 minutes. And it's usually between the levels of 10 to 20. So it would be cool if I could get 007, my Night Elf Rogue, level 20. Just past that. It'd be cool if I get him to 60, but I don't have any, like, I've never done a run where I've not died in Classic WoW. So I always die because I lose focus, and I don't really know everything about the game, but I have a pretty good idea of how to live. And I think with a rogue, once I get the ability Vanish, I should be alright to survive for a while. As long as I'm able to vanish, or I have Vanish up, should be safe. And people are playing it's really safe. Like, I've seen some dungeon groups where they're running 2 priests in the dungeon. Like 2 healing priests. And then they have a tank, and then they have like 2 damage dealers. That is a very conservative group, guys. They really don't want to die. So what happens is the priests are just wanding and dotting stuff up. So the priests are doing damage. But if anything, like, big happens, like the priests are just keeping shields up like crazy. So the tank is rarely gonna go down. I think that'll probably be the meta comp for a lot of new players to the hardcore leveling scene. Something I would probably want to do as a rogue. Because melee is usually the first to die in those dungeons. And I really like how it's like a community effort to get Ragnaros down in hardcore. And I wonder if they'll do that with Blackwing Lair and AQ40 and Naxxramas. I think that would be awesome. And I hope they add it to TBC. I think there will be a TBC season of Mastery. And it would be cool if they added that to the game. Is that an alliance? It is. Well, we don't see many alliances, so you know what we're gonna do next. We are gonna creep over there and say hello to that guy. I'm gonna heal up here quick. Could be a night elf, could be watching me, so I'm gonna run away. And then we're gonna go back and we're gonna see if we can get in a little PvP fight here. He is taking our young crustbusters, so we can't allow that. We need to get our glands. I'm probably gonna wreck this guy. Yeah, you're dead, dude. He got wrecked. Oh man. And it's funny how I called that he was a night elf. I didn't really know, but I had a feeling, so I couldn't see him for a bit, so I thought he shadow milled it to, you know, stealth, which is a smart move. I hope they add hardcore servers in the future, man. Like just legit hardcore servers, like without the Soul of Iron buff, like just a hardcore server where you die, it's over. Could you imagine they had a PvP hardcore server? I know that's a little crazy, but it would be fun. I would have fun just trying to survive. Thing is, everybody would play stealth classes. That's for sure. And the abuse you would see from like higher levels in PvP would be pretty brutal. Like if you were like a high level character in there, it'd be tough to level, man. I think you would have to do it in dungeons. That'd be like the safest thing to do. Because no one can PvP you in a dungeon. I have a feeling that hunter's gonna come back and try to get some revenge. We're starting to get a little bit unlucky here with the drop rate. I'm going to clear out a couple more and then we'll try to fight a greater one. Yeah, we need one more. So let's heal up. We'll go after this guy's roaming around. I don't think you can, like, stealth a stupid raptor there. I can pull him over here. We should be good now. Let's get him to come up. Come on, get up. What? Oh, wow, nice. That was kind of cool. They don't do a lot of damage. I don't know if we're dodging all of their abilities, but damage there is pretty lackluster. I think these little ones do way more. Looks like I like dodged everything there. Come on, get him down. Yeah, I hope they add hardcore servers in the future. I think if this is a real success, then they may do that. I think the Soul of Iron is kind of just like a test. Like, we'll just throw a buff in, and that's simple to do, right? I guess that's more simple than creating servers for it. And if the community's large enough and it lasts, you know, for over a year, then I think they may do hardcore servers, and that would be amazing for World of Warcraft. I would love it. Even though the game isn't really built for hardcore, because it's so long and like it never ends. So dying's pretty rough. Into the Churning Gulch. You have all the venom glands. If not, be gone, and waste no more of my time until you do. Very well. A simple, if mundane task has been completed. Now hand me the glands, and I will do the difficult part. Alright, so I guess this Baron Sableman guy is an alchemist. I wonder if he knows that I am also an alchemist. Baron Sableman's poison. Here, take this to your master. I'm sure that whatever the reason, Rexar will put it to good use. Oh, and do be certain to remind him that he owes me. He knows what I want, and I'm certain that however he intends to obtain it for me, I'll be seeing you again sooner than you think. How to be a good little boy and run this up to Rex. Now do be a good little boy and run this up to Rexar. The Black Dragonflight are so, they're snobby. They all seem to be snobby. There's also another quest where you work for a Black Dragonflight guy in Searing Gorge. Forget his name. But he's also, his tone is the exact same as that guy. They're all very arrogant. And that's probably why they got destroyed by Gron. They probably thought Gron was just a stupid idiot. But they underestimated his power. And then they got thrown into these spikes, as you can see. Alright, so here we are, back at Thunderlord. I think Thunderhold's a better name, but Thunderlord sounds cooler, but Thunderhold sounds like an actual village name, so I think that's why I kept calling it that. Alright, let's go back and see Rexar. See what he has to say.
What do you need?
Druid, you are back so soon. Do you have the poison?
Lotar!
This is unsavory business. This use of poisons, but it will do what we want. Alright, so I think we'll continue this quest chain after. I think we've done a good chunk of it. And we'll finish it up, see if we can finish it up next episode. I've never done it before, so not too sure how long it is. But that is the end of today's episode, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.